Hello friends, welcome to the Legion.
Party 2 supporter throws corrosive bomb for both difficulties. I will mainly cover the hard mode gimmicks, and also call out the gimmicks that have difference in the normal mode. Gate 2 is not weak to a certain element, and it's a demon type. Then let's get started. Battle items. Sacred Charm to free party mates from the status condition. Time your character. Whenever you get hit by the akkan's non-physical patterns, you will get certain amount of gauge, and when it reaches max, then you will get feared. The fear lasts for a long time, and this is why all the players take Sacred Charm to free the player. You can also cleanse it with cleanse skills. The gauge can be maxed for 5 times, and every time it gets maxed, not only the player gets feared, but also gets a certain debuff. When it reaches max for the first time, the player gets fear plus permanent poison damage that's based on his max HP. You cannot cleanse this poison damage until the end of the raid. Second time, the player gets fear plus higher permanent poison damage. Third time, the player gets fear plus large range of poison cloud for a few seconds that increases the gauge of other players who are in the range. Fourth time, same as third. After several seconds, the gauge he will expect this if they are a random player. This debuff increases the gauge of the player for a certain amount and transfers to another player after 20 seconds. So if you're the one who have this debuff when you're starting to reach the max gauge, then you have to call out for the cleanse. Major gimmick. You just have to kill the around 170 HP. The boss moves to the center and summons tentacles. You just have to kill the tentacles by dodging the AoE attacks. Make sure not to stick close to the boss since he has a green puddle that does a lot of damage to the players who touch it. Around 162 HP, the boss moves to the center and the cutscene happens. After the cutscene, Akkan disappears and there will be a green skull on the bottom side. Also, you can see a red mob coming from the 1 o'clock direction. That's a raid wipe, so the skull until this gimmick ends. If the red mob reaches the skull, then that's a raid wipe. So you have to throw the skull by pressing will have a debuff, this debuff by the way, so one person can throw and pick infinitely. There is a way to reset this debuff. You can periodically see the Akkan's clone on either 1, 5, 7 or 11 o'clock direction. These clones try to pass through the field diagonally. When they appear, they are able to be countered. If the counter succeeds, then the debuff of the player who countered will be removed. If the counter fails and a player is in the clone's path, then he will get grabbed and receive massive damage. In the normal mode, there are no clones, so you don't have to counter. Another thing that you have to know is, random several players will get green debuff. The debuff will generate green puddles after a few seconds which do massive damage on players who touch them. So those players have to move to the outer side to clean the path for the players who has the skull. Even the player who is holding the skull can get this debuff. If that happens, he has to throw the skull to the other player right away and move out. Watch out on the green mobs when you're trying to put the puddles out. These green mobs patrol only on the outer side, and if you get touched by them, then you will automatically walk through the center. If you touch the center, then you will receive massive damage and most likely die. So let me set this straight. Players have to take turns to pick up the skull and run away from the red mob until the gimmick ends. Others who are free have to counter the clones. People who got the green puddle have to immediately move out and watch out for the green mobs. There is an easier way to clear this. Do you remember when I said that 2 players should take stealth rope? The first player with stealth rope stands by on 5 o'clock direction. If the skull is not in that side, someone else have to pick it up and throw it to 5 o'clock. The mob comes from 1 o'clock side, and when it comes close to the skull, then the first player uses the stealth rope and picks it up. In this way, the red mob will not detect that player at all until the rope ends. Direction, since the red hole increases a lot of gauge on players who touch it. Until the red hole disappears, you just have to fight the boss. Periodically, an AoE attack will strike either on the outer side or inner side. You have to dodge this since it fills up a lot of gauge. This AoE attack happens 3 times with certain turn. The raid leader can use Inanna here since it reduces the gauge of all the players in the field, or he can just keep the Sidereal for advanced Sidereal skill later at 85 HP. After the third AoE attack, the boss teleports to a random player and have to go to his backside where his shadow is. If you're not in his shadow, then around 110 HP, the boss holds the lantern. All the players have to go to his backside where his shadow is. If you're not in his shadow, then you will turn into a stone, which is a guaranteed kill at the end of the gimmick. The problem is, he turns during this gimmick, and you have to chase his shadow to survive until the gimmick ends. Hide in his shadow, and look at which side of his teleport to a random player and swipe his scythe, which is a guaranteed kill. If you don't have Sidereal gauge, then everyone should just move far away. Also, you have to dodge the red telegraph AoE attack for 3 times as well. But if you do have Sidereal, then the raid leader should use Thyrane by looking at the boss when he teleported. This will result in advanced Thyrane, which deals massive damage on the boss with Nineveh. This whole moment is a free DPS moment, and you can skip the red hole.
Down and out, the love forgotten. The stars collide to mark this night. Lost and found, you never go. No matter what, you always go. I hope you can see me from there. 'Cause I can see you. Oh, oh, oh. Yes, I can see you. Touch me. Like your fingertips in my bed. Save me. When there was nowhere to go. Yes, you love me. And now everything is changed. Since you touched me, you touched me, like your fingertips in my brain. Save me. stars above, lost and found, you never gave up. No matter what, you always look up. I hope you can see me from there, 'cause I can see you. Oh, oh, oh. Yes, I can see you. You touch me, like your fingertips in my veins. You saved me when there was nowhere to go. Yes, you loved me, and now everything has changed since you touched me. You touched me, like your fingertips in my veins. You saved me when there was nowhere to go. Yes, you loved me, and now everything has changed since you touched me. Lost and found, touched me, like your fingertips in my veins. You saved me when there was nowhere to go. Yes, you loved me, now everything has changed since you touched me. Lost and found, no matter what, there's always look. No matter what, there's always look. Lost and found, no matter what, there's always look up.
Remind me what it's like to be touched. Yeah, yeah. Show me what it's like to be enough for you, for you. Yeah, yeah. Remind me what it's like to be touched. Remind me what it's like to be enough. Remind me what it's like to be seen. 'Cause I've forgotten how to feel. I've forgotten how to feel.
Like a lady, sparkle, plugging, waiting.
I've been thinking about you, about us. And we're moving slow. Our hearts beat so far. I've been dreaming about you, about us. Speed, move it on, 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 speed, move Speaking